Did she ever marry? Oh, what's his face? I made a point to burn all of the photographs. She went away and then I took a different path. I remember the face, but I can't recall the name.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome over here to the, fourth event of the Dascar Christmas Specials 2014. We are here at the Nordschleife, back on the road course, but not just a road course. We are here on the biggest racetrack and most dangerous racetrack in the world. Most dangerous, I'm not sure. Well, at least they don't race here in the F1 because it's too dangerous. But they still race here with endurance races. Of course, we got the 24 hours of the Nürburgring, because that is where we are, the Nordschleife. And if you're wondering how big this track is, it is 14.16 miles. If you can look over here down low, you cannot just see my mouse, huh? Down low to the left, you can see a little bit of a spot. That is where the start-finish line is. And now they are on that stretch, and it will take them 3 minutes before they reach the stretch down low. It will take them around 2 to 3 minutes before they reach the start-finish line. One lap takes around 8 minutes. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to start this thing. Well, we got Ian Dudda on the pole over here, and Ian Dudda is somebody who has been very fast lately. He of course won the Royals. He finished third in the Dakar Valley Rally. That sounds weird, but Ian Dudda doing very great job in number 21 Harley Davidson Chevelle. So the field of 40 cars again. Once again, your most recent winner is Beth Black in number 2 car. She won the Dakar Valley race today or yesterday. I will upload it yesterday or tomorrow, so it was yesterday. And one more exciting thing for you guys. It is official now. I am going to Zandvoort tomorrow. So it will be a 4-hour race. If you haven't heard it, the Syntix World Endurance Championship holds 3 races during the off season of the normal race things. One in November where I went, one in tomorrow, New Year's race, and then one somewhere in March, I think. And I'm going there tomorrow. I've been to the previous one in November, so it's going to be a lot of fun. And the most exciting thing, actually, that is going to be half a race in light and half a race in darkness. So that's going to be really awesome. I have never been at Zandvoort in the dark. I've never seen a race at Zandvoort in the dark, so that's going to be really fantastic. But now back over here, ladies and gentlemen, Ian Dudda is on the pole, but of course this start is going to be very messy, but you will get used to it. We're all doing fine, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. The pace car pulls off, and we're going green flag racing. 1 hour of racing here at the Nordschleife. Green flag is out. And watch for turn 1 to be a big mess. I'm not sure how this race is going to be. At least it's going to be... Oh, Ian Dudda gets a little bit squirrely. And Joseph Vanessa goes around. Debbie Myers. And some cars go off the racetrack over here. Ian Dudda survives it and he continues racing. Excuse me. As we skim through the field, somebody off track. And I think it's the 2 car. Yes, indeed. Beth Black, your most recent winner, went off the racetrack. And nobody else is off yet. So there's Ian Dudda. Second is Luis Hernandez. Third, Annie Thomas. Then we got Tessa Jackson and Chris Washer. And this is going to be a messy turn. There goes Sanne Kors around in the 85 car this. And I think that's the only car who went around. So that's not too bad. Last season we had our first flip over there. In that turn for Chris Corbett it was, I think. He flipped, or Kyle Corbett. Some Corbett dude. Who flipped over there on the first lap. So Ian Dudda going through the turns over here. Still in the lead, but he's getting hunt down by Luis Hernandez. as we skim through the field. It's going to be a little bit of a weird thing seeing these cars slide around all over the racetrack. But that sliding around is a good thing, because otherwise they would have too big issues of too big of issues. What? I'm not thinking right. Okay, never mind. It will be too tough for them to stay on the racetrack. So now we're going on the long stretch. I think nothing has changed up front. No, indeed, the top 3, 4, 5 still the same. Chris Washer has gone by Tessa Jackson. Debbie Myers has fallen back from 2nd place to 6th. So, I'm not sure, by the way, how the scoring loop is. It's cross start finish line, but I think it may be. Let's see. What I think it is, there is, of course, you got the parallel to the start finish line. There is another piece of road. I think that the scoring is also over there. So let's see. James Pinter is on pit road. How the heck did he get there? Oh, well, we had some trouble. Obviously, we're just gonna do instant replays once again. So I'm not sure what the hell he went wrong over here. James Pinter somehow ends up being on pit road, and it looks like Alex Smith, that is in the 25 car, is going to get into Inge Lamoliana over here. And Forster off the racetrack, then hits the guardrail, and bounces back into Inge Lamoliana and take both cars out. That's not very good. And both cars go spinning around, and look at Inge Lamoliana get air over there. Well, it was already too late. And I think nobody else hits her. But then James Pinter somehow ends up being in trouble. I'm not sure where James is now. There he is. He somehow ends up being on pit road for some strange reason. I think he just stopped on the racetrack and then got towed back. Or didn't he? Oh, maybe he didn't even make it across. Oh, guess what? He was already on pit road before the start. So that's a tough break for James Pinter over there. And let's see. Oh my goodness, we have a great battle for the lead suddenly. Yeah, camera 2 is not a very good one. Or camera 1 is not a very good one in this part of the racetrack. So Ian Dudda suddenly felt the heat of the number 27 car of Luis Hernandez right on his rear bumper. And we are going to have pit stops in this race as well, but quite a lot of pit stops probably. So it might be possible that you're going to see half the field on pit road at some times. Look at how busy it is over here. And I think, nothing else went wrong over here. Excuse me. Ooh. A couple of cars hitting the wall over there. I think that's Isaac Sinclair brushing the wall. So, look at how far Denise Steinhauer has fallen back. She started in 3rd position. But there was somebody else who started up front. I can't remember who also fell way back. I think it was Joseph Nesto. Joseph Nesto started on the 3rd position, I think. And he also fell back to the rear of the field. There's James Pinter all the way in the back of the field. And Ian Dudda still in the lead. Luis Hernandez, Annie Thomas, Chris Washer, Tessa Jackson, Debbie Myers, Emily Michaels. Then we got Andrew Robinson. We got Derek Bonassi. And Joseph Nessa, who fell back to 10th position. So that's not even too bad. And that's your top 10 and all stuff. And so far, so good. But there is a trouble spot in this racetrack. There is a trouble spot. I'm not sure where it is. Oh, now they are going in the carousel. Look at how beautiful this turn is. The carousel. Great looking turn that it is. One of the most iconic turns, I think, on this racetrack. The carousel. You have like the Eau Rouge in Spa. And then you got the carousel over here. And that's enough of the carousel. I'm done with it. So quickly go up front again. This beautiful goth camera angle. And you can see they're still battling over here. As Chris Washer has been caught up by Tessa Sato Jackson. And also the battle for the lead is slowly but surely heating up. I really have to get used to, or really should get used to, what button is for what camera angle. And I'm going to go to the non-camera when we are in a dangerous part. I'm not sure. It is in a few moments we're reaching that dangerous part. And what is the dangerous part? That's a place on track where a lot of cars go off the racetrack. And I think you will just see it. If you remember it from last season, that's also possible. I think they are actually very close to that now. Ian Dada, that is. Nothing else went wrong over here. Nah, they're still doing fine. Fireworks. Even it is the 3rd of January and you're still hearing fireworks. It was like a battlefield over here. Oh, now they're almost at that part. Oops. There we go. This is the part, the dangerous part over here. I'm gonna put the camera to none. Let's see. Oh, Tessa Jackson went off the racetrack. And she comes up the racetrack again. Almost hits Derek Bonazzi. Joseph Nesta goes off. Also, the 893 car. Look out, guys. Oh, Chase Smith, Denise Steinhauer goes off. And Joseph Ernesto is smoking over there. Wow. That was right in the back over there. Yeah, we are going to take another camera angle or another look at this turn because it took out some people. This is the most dangerous turn on the racetrack. And this is where most trouble happens. And I'm not sure even if we had everybody. Well, Inge Lambliana, she's probably going to keep it there. And also Chase Smith. Oh, Chase Smith goes off the racetrack. Oh, look out. So, let's get another instant replay over here. It started actually with Tessa Sauter Jackson going off the racetrack. I think I may go... Oh, hang on. There we go. So, Tessa Sauter Jackson is the first one. She actually... Look at... She already lost the car going into the first turn. Look at this. She already lost the car going into there. And then slid high. And she's going to hit the wall over there. And then she's going to get followed by somebody else. Almost got hit. There, Joseph Ernesto, he's going off. He hit the wall really hard over there. And then spun around. And I'm not sure, I think he may have gotten collected there, right there by Nick Pericles. Nick Pericles in 93. Yes, indeed. And let's see. Then somebody else went off over here. Denise Steinhauer hitting the wall. But she doesn't seem to have too much damage. And she continues her way. Then we see Sean Howell. He somehow spun around or something. And then he got drilled over there by the 17 car of Keith Black. And also Shoko Akane comes sliding into that. So there were, I think, around 6, 7 or 8 cars all wiped out in one single corner. And I think we've had everybody now. Oh yeah, Sonic Course also did she go off the racetrack? No, she did not. And I think nobody else went off the racetrack over here. So it means we're going live again. And you can see, we kind of missed pit stop, sorry about that. A lot of cars are now on pit road, or coming off of pit road again, actually. And these were the leaders, actually. Oh, these are the leaders. I heard somebody hit something. That's possible that somebody hit some weird thing. But the fact is that the leaders have not pitted yet. Except for... maybe they have. Yeah, I think everybody has pitted except for Debbie Myers. That is highly possible. As she's already on the long stretch. And there is the 27 car. So Debbie Myers continuing. And the 27 car has pitted. 24 car as well. But Ian Dodda has fallen back far. By the way, you may hear that my accent is a little bit different sometimes. I don't do that on purpose. It's just accidental. So I had no clue why. So here's already a little bit of damage. Look out. Making a pass over here. Derek Bonassi. Very clean pass on Emily Michaels' textbook pass it is. And there Molly Black is right behind Andrew Robinson. All these guys already made their pit stop. And I think everybody made their pit stop except for Debbie Myers. And the pit stop frequency is put at 2. Oh man, look at all the damage on Bessonice's car. I'm not sure what she has hit then. But she hit something. And Tessa Sauer Jackson, yeah, with all her damage. because she went off the racetrack. What a shame for her. She was running so good. And then Joshua Michaels with all his damage. Ingela Moliano's son, of course. And there's the 2 car of Beth Black. Let's see, we got 25 car over here. And somebody else is on pit road. There, John Cittadino, John Badluck, John Papercut Cittadino. And the 83 car is also on pit road. Anna Gregg, Jane Punter. So it's a lengthy stop for Anna Gregg as well. There we go, camera 1. Debbie Myers in the lead. And I'm not sure how far she's in front of... Damn it, laptop. I'm not sure, my laptop keeps on giving a black screen sometimes. After 15 minutes or so. I should change that. So Debbie Myers in the lead hasn't made a pit stop yet. I think everybody else has made a pit stop. So that means that Luis Hernandez is the person who is in the lead whenever Debbie Myers decides to make a pit stop. And Annie Thomas in second, Chris Washer in third. Tessa Jackson, of course, has disappeared. Debbie Myers is in front. But the biggest loser of this pit stop cycle is this number 21 car of Ian Dada. He has fallen far back and Derek Bonazzi is on a mission. Look how far Derek Bonazzi has already driven away from Emily Michaels. Man, we got a man on the mission over here. By the way, I'm not sure if anybody already out of the race. Oh wow, we got already a lot of drivers who have retired. Joseph Nesta was quite interesting, and Anna Gregg, I'm not sure what Anna Gregg had for problems. I should take a quicker look at that. I don't think Anna Gregg went off the racetrack, so that's very weird that she's off. I'm not sure what was wrong with her. Can we do this very quickly? I'm not sure. Oh, I have no clue. Whenever there is still Joseph Nessa coming off on pit road. And I think, there we go. This is what I was looking for. Apparently we had a crash on the front stretch, or the big stretch I should say, as Joshua Michaels turned, oh man, holy crap, look at that. Joshua Michaels turned Anna Gregg around, and then eventually, I'm not sure, I think there's more wrecking up front over there, but out of nowhere he just turned her around. Let's take a look at the helicopter view. He first bumped her to the right, there, contact in the wall, and then eventually decides to turn her another time into the other side. Then she comes back again and hits Sonic Course. Sonic Course saves the car. I'm not sure how big her damage is. And then Anna Gregg spins around. I don't think she gets hit by anybody else. Not sure. Oh! But that is what at least cost her a lot of time and stuff. Nobody else. Maybe did these guys crash over here? Oh! No, they did not. Oh! Well, came pretty close, but eventually they all survived it. So now we're back to online racing. Yeah, online racing. Yeah, sure. And maybe I'm missing some other people crash. Apologies about that. I'm not sure. With all this stuff going on, I'm not sure if I can catch every single thing over here. So I'm doing my best to catch the most. Yeah, that's all I can do. At least, so still Debbie Myers up front, but this is how long this... We are still on lap number 2 after almost 20 minutes. So, this whole race is 6 laps. 6 laps. That's it. Not more. Not less. But 6 laps. I mean, yeah. The racetrack is 14 miles, and that's 22 kilometers, I think it was. So, Debbie Myers is almost in the dangerous spot again. And Warren Cherry's on pit road. Still, I think. So there's Debbie Myers coming. We just keep an eye on her. And I'm going to... look at that car. They just go so aggressively through that corner. And to give you an indication how far she's in front of everybody. Well, there's Luis Hernandez. Remember when she went through that turn, and now Luis Hernandez is almost here, so probably Debbie Myers is going to lose a lot of time. and fall back to 10th position or so at least. And at least there's Luis Hernandez going off the racetrack. Oh wow, that will cost him. We'll put the camera to none again. But Luis Hernandez went off the racetrack. That will not be a replay, but are we going to put the camera to none? I'm not sure where. Well, the field is more or less spread out, so no. But see, Luis Hernandez is now he has been passed by a couple of people. And Sinclair, Jason Sinclair. There's Ian Dudda going clean through that turn. And man, also this number 64 car, these Plymouths are almost Emily Michaels going off the track over there, but Emily Michaels falling back a lot. Well, is it more or less Jason Sinclair just being on a roll? And cars keep on sliding through this turn. Daniel Voiles is the next one. And I think that if you... suddenly slowing down a lot over there is Chase Smith. Just like Andrew Robinson. Or no, Zachary Robinson. Excuse me! 2 cars going off the racetrack. And they still save it, so that's fine. I don't think they have too much damage. So Denise Steinhauer, she went off the previous time. Now she takes it a little bit easier. You can clearly see that. Now she takes it easier. There is number 30 car. It's Chris Reichenbach over here. And more cars just going through this turn. Here we have our damaged cars. Bastogne. Also Dam Caps with so much damage. And this car, look at this. This is more or less a modified Tessa Jackson it is. Pretty tough to recognize. Oh. Yeah, let's go off the racetrack for the second time over here. That's not smart. And there Joshua Michaels takes it a little bit easier. Well, he's pretty much screwed up himself as well as Anna Craig. Ingela Moliana, Son course there. And I think there's... I'm not going to wait for that. I'm going back to the front. Let's see, I probably already am too late, but still there are cars on pit road now. And Debbie Myers comes off pit road. I think Debbie Myers, I'm just going to take a quick look at if she made a pit stop or not. I think so. I think she made a pit stop, yes indeed. But everybody else did. But did everybody else make a pit stop? No. Yes, Jane Pinter. Debbie Myers still in the lead. Okay. This racetrack seems to be very good for Dutch people, as Evelyn Ladder was the winner from last season. So I think that's a good thing for Debbie Myers, as she's looking for her first ever victory in Dascar. I think she has never won yet. No, Denise Steinhauer has in the Starbucks Super Speedway Series. One time a qualifying race, one time a real race. Sander Kors has won in the Tam Tam International Touring Series and the Philips Nationwide Series. And... well, the wins for the Aapjes, I think. So there, Ian Dudda is right behind the number 27 car. Lost quite a lot of positions over here, you can see. So Debbie Myers, now she is up front. And still pretty far ahead of Annie Thomas. I'm not sure if Annie Thomas can do something about it. Chris Washer in third, excuse me. Then we got Luis Hernandez and Ian Dudda pretty close together. This man is on a roll, and eventually Jason Sinclair is also past the 82 or the 88 car. 82 car was already past Denise Steinhauer, and I think, yeah, indeed, Derek Bonassi has fallen back a little bit. There's the Ford 4316, and here we got more cars on pit road. I'm actually not sure. Oh, there we got another modified coming on the racetrack. That is Isaac Sinclair. Here's some more modifieds coming. And yeah, some cars have been on pit road for ages, literally. And there is John Ciudadino having real slow. And Jane Pinter there as well. So Debbie Myers is in the lead. Maybe I'm sometimes doing it on purpose, not showing replays. Could be showing replays forever. And here we got some close racing. Really, really close racing. Ian Dudda and Luis Hernandez. And they are both part of the WRA team and the NOOL team. And WRA mostly. Of course, with the Texaco series. Texaco Premium Silver Series or something. I'm not sure yet about. It's a pretty difficult title, but that's Ian Dudda series. Oh, I'm not sure if Chris Washer has taken over the series. He hasn't done a race since 20th or the 18th of December. Luis Hernandez, I'm not sure. So let's see. Don't think much else is going to change. So we're just waiting for that one turn to come again. Look at all these modifieds. I mean, are you kidding me? That car is literally nothing but just an engine, a cockpit, and maybe a little bit part of the rear end. And that's it. That's it all for the car. So while Debbie Myers still is in the lead, 25 seconds in front of 24 car. But maybe she has to come on pit road, and if Debbie Myers has to come on pit road and Annie Thomas has not, then things are going to change in the snap again. So there Jane Pinter is coming off of pit road again, possibly. Well, either off of pit road or... Let's see where Debbie Myers is at the moment. She's not yet in the carousel. Spectator view. No. Derp. Herpaderp. Is Derp like a pony? Derpy is a pony, I think. Well, I should ask Jamie. He knows all about My Little Pony stuff. I don't. So Annie Thomas. I'm not sure actually. I don't keep track of where everybody else finishes. So I only remember the winners. And maybe sometimes people who finish second, if it still is fresh in my mind. I know that in Bathurst, Andrew Robinson won, Anna Gregg finished well. And that's it. I think Ryan Smith was doing very good, but he crashed out. And that's all I know. and actually, that is all that matters as well. Because only the winner gets the prize, and the winner of this race as well will get a reserve spot for the Phillips Cup Series. But well, if Debbie Myers manages to win this race, then it wouldn't matter too much. She's already in this series. So Debbie Myers, one of my best friends, my poopert. That's really weird. You probably understand that a little bit, but that's how we call each other. Really weird. I will not talk about it. Annie Thomas, if she wins, she is part of the Kyle Thomas team, and Kyle Thomas has Tom Gerard already locked in. Kind of weird. Tom Gerard is locked in the Phillips Cup Series, while Kyle Thomas is not. No, I really should keep track of that accident because it's really weird. But Annie Thomas and there Chris Washer. Chris Washer already has a car. I painted the car the 06 Red Bull Mobile 1 Mercedes, and to be honest, it is really great looking car. I painted it myself, but I really like it. Where's Louis? Well, hang on. Where is the 27 car? Luis Hernandez has fallen back way. What did he do? He even fell back to behind the 82 car. So he was right on the rear bumper of Ian Dudda. He was right in front of Ian Dudda. I do want to keep a quick look. Get a quick look. Maybe he went off track somewhere. He must have been. Yeah. A little bit of a bad way of turns and stuff. Oh, I'm not sure. You tell me. I have no clue what happened over here, but apparently he slowed down so much and he lost all his speed. There's Jason Sinclair right in this rear. Ooh, somebody went a little bit wide over here. Molly Black. Apparently this is also a pretty tough turn. Oh yeah, I remember Engel Ambliana going off track over there last season. There's Debbie Myers. Here are some more cars on pit road. Oh, hang on. Derek Bonassi is one of them. He was up front. Derek Bonassi had some kind of issues. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Holy crap. Hang on, guys. We got a big incident over here. Derek Bonassi was holding up the group. He was running really slow. I'm not sure why, but he was holding up this whole group, and eventually they have had enough of it, tried to go around him. There you see Tom Gerard is going to pull on the grass over there. And then eventually the 43 car of Andrew Robinson, it just flat out dumps him. Look at that. And this is going to be a big ride for Derek Bonassi. Holy crap, look at that car. Going up in the air on his roof, Derek Bonassi goes. Just flipping over wildly. Ends up on his roof. Tom Gerard is well involved. And look at this car just go over. And now he's going to flip on his roof. Daniel Voiles trying to take evasive action over here. While Tom Gerard gets going again. But that was one big hit. That was amazing. I have not seen that coming. So we're going to get a quick look at this. Just roof cam. And I'm not sure what Tom Gerard was doing there on the grass as well. So, gotta be honest. And look at this car. Derek Bonassi was running so good. He was running in 5th position. And then everything went so terribly wrong for him. And I should go to Debbie Myers. Not sure where she is. I'm not sure. I've completely missed the dangerous turn. So, I do want to take a quick look at the dangerous turn. Sorry for going a little bit too far back now, possibly. But I do want to get a good look at the dangerous turn. Debbie Myers, there she is on the thing. Long stretch. There we go. So we're not live anymore. It doesn't matter too much. Maybe I'm not even going to get it live again. I'm just going to play over here. And maybe when it's boring, I'm going to fast forward it. So Debbie, like this moment. So Debbie Myers survives it, and there's Annie Thomas. She survives it as well. And Chris Washer suddenly has Ian Dudda right on his rear bumper. So they are now together again. Chris Washer and Ian Dudda, very good friends. Emily Michaels goes a little bit wide over here, but still doing fine. There, Denise Steinhauer. She already went off before, so. Oh my goodness, Denise Steinhauer. What are you doing? Holy crap. And now, oh, hang on. We got more cars going off. Luis Hernandez. But Denise Steinhauer, you went off before here. And now she's going off once again. Big time. Holy smoke. Look at this car. Just smacked that guardrail, and that totally flipped her over on her roof. Flipping over 2 times, 3 times, and possibly 4 times, and now she's just going to land on her side. Denise Steinhauer. While her teammate is leading and her other teammate spun on the first lap. Holy crap. That rhymes. Hashtag no filter. Here we go. Oh my goodness, I had not seen this coming. Denise Steinhauer. And that was a big off, I can tell you that. And we're gotta quickly go to this because more cars go off. There you can see 3 cars all going off. Molly Black says, "Thank you very much, I will see you later." As she drives by all 3 cars. Well, that's easy to make up positions. Oh, and Skylar Dixon also went off the racetrack over there. Well, that is a big... Oh, that did not go very well. Kyle Thomas also goes off the racetrack. I mean, like, cars... It doesn't matter if these cars... if they don't turn each other, they will just all crash in this turn. But eventually they still turn each other, so... My. We've seen 2 flips in 1 lap suddenly. Out of nowhere. Oh, Joshua Michaels hit the ball over there. That's on the course. She's battling with Beth Black. And they survive it. Luckily for Sonic Course, this didn't end as bad as her teammate. And luckily for anybody, that is. I mean, that's not a fun way to go off the racetrack over here. And we got a pass for the lead. Annie Thomas in the lead. Annie Thomas is now back in the lead. Debbie Myers fell back to 2nd position. Both made a pit stop, probably. And Ian Dudda comes up the racetrack again. Seems like everybody's making pit stops every time. Okay. Yeah, these cars really got really small fuel tanks. So apparently they can drive either 1 or 2 barely 2 laps if they stretch it on a tank of fuel. So that will change everything. Where's Chris Washer, guys? There's Jane Pinter going through the turn. Oh, he will survive it. He will. Yeah, he will. Of course he will. Wow. That is just one big turn of events. And we see all the cars laps down. Oh man, come on. I don't want to see cars laps down. I want to see what cars are on pit road because they have so much damage. Because then I can look at what happened. But I cannot do that now. The thing is though that Debbie Myers with her very lengthy pit stop. You know what? Debbie Myers pitted and Annie Thomas did not. That is the thing. Because both these two cars are so far in front of Ian Dada. So then the question will be, with Debbie Myers having to pit, who's going to pit the next lap? Ian Dada. There's Chris Washer right behind Emily Michaels. Emily Michaels is like the person who sometimes passes people and sometimes falls back. And there's Daniel Voiles, Molly Black, the person who passed 3 cars because they all crashed in that same turn. Oh, excuse me. And Luis Hernandez, where is he? There he is. And here are the people who all got involved in the major incident with who was it? Major incident with Derek Bonassi. So here are some cars on pit road. There we go. So we see Denise Steiner. We know what happened. We don't know what happened to Warren Cherry, but he has been on pit road for the whole race. So, and this car just has too much damage. Might have hit the wall as well. I'm not sure. This car also has been on pit road for a very long time. So, not going to take any replays. We do have to. Okay. So Chris Washer has gone by Emily Michaels. Emily Michaels now falling back again. It seems like she has a good strategy and she's just trying to stretch it and not pit. And that's how she makes up her track's position. Or pits very shortly. But then on track she of course loses all that time. So, well man, we have been recording for 36 minutes. Well, almost 37 minutes. It has been a very exciting race, that's for sure. We've seen plenty of cars go off the racetrack. And for some strange reason, well, it isn't too strange of a reason. Cars tend to go off the racetrack very often over here. And this car is now slowing down. Everybody's slowing down over here. I'm going to take a sip of water over here. Well, there we go. So tomorrow I will upload this race tomorrow morning. So I will edit it tonight, and I will maybe I will. You know what? Why not? I will just probably upload or edit it a few moments and then upload it tonight. But the thing is, at the moment I'm still busy with uploading the other videos. I can upload 2 videos at the same time. Heck, why not? So let's see how far that one is actually. Oh, 88%. That's far enough. Luckily, with my new laptop, the editing or the saving the editing stuff, that goes so much quicker. And of course, we are going to take an onboard lap. Onboard lap. It's so long to take an onboard lap, so I'm probably going to just give you some onboards, some quick onboards to see where the action is around this beautiful racetrack, because it is still even. It is a dangerous racetrack. It's a long racetrack, but it's still one of my favorite racetracks. Maybe the racing is not always too exciting. Well, it is now. And it is in NR 2003. The real track is a little bit different. Still, in 24 hours, always exciting racing. It's a tough racetrack for the drivers and for the cars as well. But it's a really fun racetrack. I gotta say, I am a sucker for these historic racetracks. I love this racetrack. I love Le Mans. I love Spa-Francorchamps and all those beautiful. Monza is also a great looking racetrack, and of course Zandvoort, but that's more because it's my home track. And yeah, I do like new racetracks, but not too much. Like the Circuit of the Americas is a good looking racetrack, but I prefer to look I mean, like, it's mostly because of the surroundings. Look at this. You got forest, you got hills where you run straight through. Circuit of Americas is like as flat as, well, it's not too flat, but there's no grass or something near the racetrack. And even though I know that grass is dangerous on racetracks, I know that. But it makes the racetrack look so much better. That's why I love grass. And trees. Oh, contact! Skylar Dixon went around. Got turned around over there by the 6th car of Kyle Thomas. That's, yeah. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Out of nowhere we caught that. We should really go quickly up to front. Oh, hang on. We got Warren Cherry running again. And Chris... Oh, my goodness. Chris Washer on pit road. Chris Washer on pit road. What did happen to him? Something happened to him. He got stuck in the carousel. I tell you, he just got stuck in the carousel. What in the world? No. He just lost his ignition? Fuel? No, it's not a fuel problem. Oh my goodness. Gearbox problem. I will tell you it is probably a gearbox problem. Just listen. Let's take a listen. Listen. Oh, there it already went. What in the world? Chris Washer running in 4th position, possibly even better. Somehow, suddenly, out of nowhere, he has problems. Where we go? I want to go to Annie Thomas. I'm going to... Yeah, I cannot go and fast forward it or put it to live racing again because we are so far behind. So I'll just fast forward it a little bit. Here we go. Dangerous part again. Welcome to the dangerous part. Annie Thomas, of course, survives it, and I'm... well, you never know what's happened. Denise Steinhauer went off as well. Her teammate. Out of nowhere. So, these cars are so far behind. And we see Chris Washer on pit road. Oops. And there, Ryan Smith has been on pit road for ages. Derek Bonassi, we all saw what happened. And I'm not sure if other people are actually out of the race. Because I cannot see that. Warren Cherry 1 lap down. I don't believe that. I don't believe that he's only 1 lap down. That's impossible. Well, then this is a little bit old. So let's see. There we got Ian Dada. I'm not sure if he is in that part already or if he has gone through the part already. Camera 2. We should take camera 1, guys. This is camera 1, right? Yeah. So, oh, now he is. There we go. Now Ian Dada is going through the turns. And even after, it seems like even after half the race, there's still cars going off the racetrack. And there we got Emily Michaels. Luckily, all these leaders survive it. So Annie Thomas in the lead, Debbie Myers second, third is Ian Dada, fourth is the 82 car. And then the 82 of Emily Michaels, that is. And then here we got a great battle actually between Daniel Voiles and Jason Sinclair. But look out, Jason Sinclair has gone off this... Oh, slows down too much. Too slow, don't turn him, don't turn. Look out. Oh man. Well, that's going to be a clean pass over there. Molly Black survives it. And clean pass, Jason Sinclair moves to, what is it? 5th position, I think. There, Chase Smith and Andrew Robinson. And here we got some more. Are these guys going to pass each other? Well, Luis Hernandez takes it easy because he spun off the racetrack previous lap. So we're already on lap number 5 now. That means that the leaders have gone over pit road. And the last lap I will not show this turn. I will just, maybe after the race, I will show it. Oh! Bassonese got put in the wall over there. Head on by... Who was that? Head on by Kyle Thomas. Kyle Thomas first. Oh my goodness. Just got turned head on into the wall. Bassonese. That was a hard lick over there. Well, we'll have an instant replay. Why not? Because we're not live anymore. Anyways, so I don't care. Kyle Thomas, that was brutal. I mean, like, look at this. He just turned her head on into the wall. And that was an extremely hard hit for Bassonese. And then he loses control of his own car, slams the guardrail. Lucky not to flip over. But my goodness, that was a really hard hit for Bastien. I hope she should be alright, I think. I mean, look at this. Just look at this. Oh, wow. Right on that edge. Then some cars behind her also hit the wall. Dom Caps and Skylar Dixon. Oh, damn it. Oh, where were we? Here we go. And I think everybody else... Well, you never know what's going to happen. Joshua Michaels. Excuse me. And here we got two more cars running very, very, very closely together. There Joshua Michaels and all these guys survive it. So that's a good thing. And I'm not going to wait for those guys. So, Annie Thomas is still in the lead. This is live. This is not live again, of course. And there's Warren Cherry a few laps down. So Debbie Myers 7 seconds behind Annie Thomas. Question is she going to catch her or not? We gotta keep an eye. I will. Well, yeah, I'm still in doubt what I would do if I will show the replays. Here we got some cars coming on pit road again. I mean, some cars come on pit road all the time. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to stay. Oh, thank you very much. Jason Sinclair ran right into Derek Bonassi. The two cars who were very fast in the beginning and eventually slowed down. And Luis Hernandez is continuing his way. Some cars just take splashes, it seems like. Oops. Am I... No. No, there we go. Yeah, it's really contradicting. Like, of course, you hear me on my keyboard switching camera positions. I just pressing V, which is for the cars. I'm going to the front. V for cars. It doesn't make sense either, but that doesn't matter. And I'm pushing Shift V, and then I go to the rear. Then when I push Shift C, you think, well, you're going to the previous or to the next camera. Actually, I'm going to the previous camera, so maybe it makes sense. Doesn't make sense for me, and that's why I get confused all the time. So, are there people continuing their way? I don't think so. Actually, I have no clue. Okay. No. All these guys coming up pit road. And Jane Pinter has found John Cittadino, who has a very terrible, slowly car. But I think John Cittadino is going to be excited for the next race, the Destruction Arena race. It will be right up Sunday. And that's the difference between first and seconds, by the way. Annie Thomas and Debbie Myers. Really, really close together. I mean, look at how close they are together. That is how close they are. Debbie Myers may be catching Annie Thomas as well. I thought that the difference was much larger than this. That is not 7 seconds anymore. Let's count for a moment. Here we go. Let's see. Let's choose a point. Let's see. I'm looking for a point over here. Okay, so there we go. Over the hill. Here we go. 24 seconds, almost 24 seconds. That's the difference at the moment. It was 7 seconds. Debbie Myers slowly but surely reeling in Annie Thomas. But then, of course, getting to her is 1. Passing her is 2. And still Chris Washer on pit road as well as the 63 car. I still don't know what Chris Washer's problem was. There you see, that's how Jackson's got it to Inge Lamboyana. So Ian Dada is running a 3rd position. Yeah, still 4 seconds. Maybe Debbie Myers is losing a little bit, but Ian Dada is running a 3rd position. 4th, we got Emily Michaels. She's doing a pretty good job. I think she did a pretty good job here last season as well, or last year. I'm not sure. Luis Hernandez in 5th. 6th is Daniel Voiles closing in. 7th is Molly Black, and 8th is Jason Sinclair. 9th, is Jay Smith, who is now really getting... Is there the 43 cars right on the rear bumper. That's Andrew Robinson, 9th. 10th is there Chris Reichenbach. Ooh, they're going a little bit wide over here. Let's see. Jackie Tang. I think we missed indeed Tom Gerard, Jackie Tang, Tessa Jackson. Yeah, this is a survival race. I think there are 23 cars left or so. I'm not sure. There's Annie Thomas. Not sure where she is now. Oh, she's in that long part. So I'm just going to see if these guys survive that turn. What I'm going to do, I'm going to see. No, I'm not going to look if they. Yeah, first I'm going to look if they survive the turn. Then I'm going to take a quick look at who makes a pit stop and who does not. And then eventually, when they make a pit stop, when we know that, I'm going back and see if somebody crashes. So it's going to be, yeah, it's really rewinding all the time. It doesn't make it very realistic. I'm sorry about that, but just to give you the best coverage possible of this race, I just do that. So Annie Thomas, there, and there Debbie Myers. I saw the name on the roof. I'm not going to zoom in on that, but the camera is. What is a funny name? I always name Son and Debbie Denise. I always give them the weirdest names, and then which they don't like at all, which I do like. So they call me names as well, so it doesn't matter. It's all for fun. So my nose is all stuffed up. You might hear that, which is kind of annoying. I said I was done with being a little bit sick, but apparently not. 5th, Luis Hernandez is 5th. I think indeed somebody has fallen back. Molly Black possibly has fallen back. Nobody else. I'm not sure if any of these guys had some issues. Well, there's Sinclair, Jason Sinclair. Yeah, really slow, really slow. That is really slow. And now they have to look out not to pass. Yeah, it is a difficult racetrack to pass. But, well, you can't push somebody out of the way. You have to look out not to push too hard, because then you get what you got a few moments ago. Cars flipping, which is not good. So there, I'm just keeping an eye on that. I'm waiting for some of these guys to make a move. And a good move, that is... Oh, yeah, now they bumped into each other. That's not too good. That was not smart. Where are we? Here we are. Is this camera? No, I want camera angle 1. Here, oh, we're already in the dangerous turn. Anytime. Oh, a little bit sliding over there. She might have lost a little bit of time. Debbie Myers, no! Hits the wall. And that might be the end of her chance to win this race. Debbie Myers slid into the wall a little bit too wide. She was doing a great job over here. But unfortunately for her, I don't think... maybe if Annie Thomas makes a pit stop, and she does not. But I think that the chance that she makes a pit stop would be higher. Oh, first let's take a look at Ian Dudda if he survives this. Well, probably, yeah, sure. Then Emily Michaels, not sure. I wanted to take an onboard lap, forgot that, sorry about that. We will do that sometime later. I will do, sometime I may do a special video where I just race around this racetrack myself. Which is a lot of fun, I'm not sure if you guys have ever tried to race on here. It is such a challenging racetrack. It is really difficult to race here. And Debbie Myers, let's see how much she has lost. Here we go, counting with me. I almost counted 9 seconds, so that's how much she has lost. I'm not sure how high her speed is compared to Annie Thomas. Now she's... well, we'll just see. Maybe she just has to be smart. I mean, second is also a great accomplishment for her. I missed everybody else who survived it, who went through this turn, by the way. Let's see if we missed somebody. Don't think so. So these guys all survived it. White flag is out, and Annie Thomas is coming on pit road. Debbie Myers is not coming on pit road. Oh my goodness. Debbie Myers taking a big risk over here. Because the question will be, will she make... well, she know the winner takes it all. She knows that the winner takes it also well. Annie Thomas is on pit road for a splash. Somebody else is on pit road for damage. Which is the... okay. So I'm going to quickly rewind this. I think Tom Gerard may have gone off track somewhere. Yeah, in the dangerous turn, of course. Well, he's not the only one. He was not the only one. Look at Sinclair over here. I keep calling him Sinclair. Oh, Jason Sinclair also went off the racetrack. Into the wall backwards. But I think this wasn't as bad as the car who comes next. Tom Gerard spins around and hits the guardrail. Boom. Oh, that's like the same speed as previous car. Why are we slowing down? I'm not sure. Oh, he hit the wall pretty hard actually. Because he cannot continue this way, so... Jackie Tang, let's see. I don't want to wait. Screw waiting. Oh, a little bit wide over here as well. And look at how... This is Tessa Jackson indeed. Man, she's not even doing too bad over here with all her damage. Oh, look out. Alex Smith being slow. There's Sonic Course. And Beth Black almost spinning around. Those two have been together all race long, I think. All race long 6 laps. And then this car... Not sure if what this car is going to do. We do have to keep an eye on Debbie Myers, of course. If she doesn't run out of fuel, that would be a disaster for her. I'm pretty sure she's thinking, that was a nice save. I'm pretty sure she's just thinking, YOLO, whatever. If I want to win this race, I gotta gamble. That's what she's doing, and these guys are so far behind. And there she is, our leader, Debbie Myers. I'm not sure. There is the 24 car. I'm not sure how far that is behind. Oh wow, she's now coming on the front on the long stretch. Let's count. That 3. Okay. Ten seconds now. 20, 21, 22 seconds or something. That is big. Debbie Myers. Gambling over here. Obviously didn't have too much success yet in the series. But Debbie Myers might be cruising here for her first career win. Wow, that will be quite amazing for her. And then Annie Thomas running in second position. That pit stop, it might be safe. But well, of course, it is difficult to think. Maybe I think that even if she continued her way, Debbie Myers might have continued her way as well. Or maybe Debbie Myers could have made a pit stop and then she continued her way, ran out of fuel. Because that is something which can happen very easily for Debbie Myers. So this is going to be the most exciting and nerve-wracking lap ever for Debbie Myers. Is she going to make it or not? That's the question. Will she lose so much time because she's I'm not sure if she's saving fuel. So I'm not sure. I'm also not sure if Annie Thomas is reeling in her in. There we got Ian Dudda now in third. Fourth is still Emily Michaels. Fifth, who is here? Luis Hernandez. Oh, pretty good job by Luis Hernandez. Daniel Voiles in 6th position. Then we got Molly Black, Chase Smith it is. And then the 43 car is falling a little bit back over here. You can see Andrew Robinson. Now we got Chris Reichenbach out of nowhere. Jason Sinclair has fallen back. We got Jackie Tang, Skylar Dixon, Tessa Jackson now right in front of Dom Caps, who has probably made a pit stop or has passed some people. Ingela Biliana. Oh, somebody blowing up, and it is Alex Smith. And somehow the smoke is still weird and stuff. Well, it did... it should be like this. Okay. So that's a tough break. John C. Dino on pit road. I heard somebody scrape something. But I'm not sure what and who. But, of course, Debbie Myers, she went off the racetrack a few moments ago. In that turn. The turn, the monster turn. I remember I asked people what they think or how we should name that turn, but I forgot it. Derp. At least it is a monster turn. It is really, really, really a turn. Well, it does. If you just lose your focus for one moment, you hit that wall, you're done for the day. I mean, Denise Steiner, you saw her. She just lost her focus for one moment. She flipped over 3 times out of the race. Done for the day. Here you can see Joseph Nesto is out. I got a name right. Finally. Joseph Nesto and also Keith Black, they all had issues in that turn, of course. They wrecked on the first lap, I think it was. 29 car Sean Howell as well. Anna Gregg as well. 5 car Shoko Akane as well, out of the race. 93 cars out of the race. Well, Anna Gregg got turned. And the 93 car, I'm not sure actually about him. So, where are we? Carousel. Okay, cool. That's easy to spot, this carousel. I only know a few places in this track. The dangerous turn, the carousel, the front stretch and the back stretch and stuff in the pit road. And everything else is just one big turn. Yeah, the long stretch, of course, everybody knows that. And everything else is just one blur. And just one part of the track. Hohe 8. And then something. So Debbie Myers, let's see if we can see how far... If we can get a recognizable point. There, Annie Thomas. She has already gone over the carousel. I'm not sure if it is still 20 seconds. 20... Oh, we should count. Give me a place. Some kind of board. So we can count a little bit. Oh, but then I'm afraid that I will lose her. So... There she is. I am pretty sure that she's... closing in. I'm pretty sure that she's closing in. The question will be how much. Debbie Myers. I'm not sure. I'm not sure actually if she's just taking it easy or if she's just so slow. Now she's now full throttle and she's just minding her own business and taking care of her car, and I hope for her that she will make this turn. If she crashes in this turn, oh my goodness, I'm just holding my breath now. Debbie Myers. Yeah, she makes it. Seems like she's going to make it. So Debbie Myers only has to go through a couple of more turns. Annie Thomas in the number 24 car. Yeah, of course. One mistake, one off-track flip over something. It's very easy to flip over. We've seen 2 cars flip over or something like on this racetrack. Not sure. Here's another part of the carousel. And now Annie Thomas is in a turn. She makes it as well. But she's faster than Debbie Myers. That is true. Oh, the question is how much? I think it's still 20 seconds or something. So as long as Debbie Myers can keep all the fuel in her car, she's fine. I'm just quickly going to skip through the field one more time. I'm not sure where everybody else is. There's Emily Michaels. But ladies and gentlemen, Debbie Myers. I think that this... Oh man, look at... You saw Annie Thomas at the back of this stretch. She's at the back of the stretch, but this stretch is so long. But then Debbie Myers, she can run out of fuel in the last turn and then she still loses the race. I don't think so. I'm not sure if it will happen. Debbie Myers. Holy crap. If there's one racetrack where you want to get your first win, this is the one. History made. Debbie Myers will be the winner of the race here at the Nordschleife. Congratulations, Debbie Meyer wins it. And this is bullshit. Annie Thomas, she will finish in 2nd position over here. Debbie Myers, wow. Mind the lap time, 8:48. Her best lap, 8:43. That's not even slow. And let's see Annie Thomas, what she drove over here. A 9:19. Oh yeah, of course with a pit stop. Duh. That's how much she lost. 8:48 versus 9:19. Around 20 something seconds. 8:48 is 12 seconds. Plus 19 is 31 seconds. That's the difference. Ian Dada, ladies and gentlemen, is going to finish in 3rd position. Congratulated. The 2nd consecutive third place finish for Ian Dada. Well, fantastic job. Emily Michaels in the 82 car. Finishing in 4th. Great job by her. Daniel Voiles. I'm not sure if anybody else. Well, this is the dangerous turn once again. I'm not sure if people have gone off here. Well, I don't think so. I don't think anybody has gone off. So we're waiting for the person who is going to finish in. Where's Luis Hernandez? Luis Hernandez has fallen back a little bit. Daniel Voiles has gone Luis Hernandez, and that will mean that Daniel Voiles will be the person who will finish in 5th position. Great job, Daniel Voiles. 5th position. And there we're waiting for Luis Hernandez, who will come not too far behind him in 6th position. Congratulations, great job over here. Even if you can oh, Joshua Michaels is on pit road. He probably went off the racetrack. We'll take a look at that later. Molly Black finishing in 7th position. Solid job. Chase Smith in the number 26 car is going to finish in 8th position. If you finish here, you're already a great race car driver. Well, everybody's a great race car driver, of course. If you finish here, that's already a great accomplishment for you. And somebody else is on pit road. Chase Smith. Alex Smith, excuse me. Chris Reichenbach will finish in 10th position. Once again, great job by the unfamiliar, unknown person, Chris Reichenbach. Finished dead last previous time. Now he's going to finish in 10th. Jason Sinclair in the number 64 car. He had some trouble. He had some great moments with passing a lot of people. Eventually he's going to finish just outside the top 10. In 11th, Jackie Tang. We haven't talked about him all day long, actually. But he eventually did a pretty good job. Did a great job over here. He's going to finish in 12th position. Immediately pulling on pit road. I mean, screw that. And there, Dam Caps pulls on pit road. And actually, these guys somehow are lapped down or something. That's how Jackson is scored as 13th. No, 15th. I was just about to say, this is not right, of course. And then 18th is Beth Black. 17th with Inge Lambliana. And Sun, of course, she has been passed by Beth Black eventually. But she's going to finish in 19th. Well, her teammate won the race. And I think she's going to be very happy with that. And there, Kyle Thomas is going to finish in 20th position. And there he finishes. And then we got Jane Pinter and John Ciudadino and Warren Cherry and Tom Gerard and Chris Washer somehow is still on the racetrack. There's Annie Thomas. Yes, she has to complete that whole lap now because she's continued her way. So, well, I'm not going to wait for Jane Pinter. Sorry, Jane, and everybody who else needs to follow. I am going to take a look at Joshua Michaels and what happened to him, causing him to retire. And I think that eventually the 25 car, we saw him blow up and stuff. Where was it? He suddenly... His engine shut down. He was right in front of Jane Pinter, I think. And snap! Goodbye engine. I think. Or something. Yeah, there his engine goes. Or maybe out of fuel. Could be possible as well. This does sound like a typical out of fuel thing. And then the 25 car. Yeah, you see Alex Smith smoking a lot. I think he's just going to stop the car in the carousel, thinking doesn't matter too much. Well, there he goes, stopping the car. Maybe he also ran out of gas or something. He ran out of something. So I don't think anybody else had issues in that one dangerous turn. We saw the top. Well, should take just a quick look. I'm just going to fast forward there. I don't want to let you wait for too long. This race has been already for very long. So there, Chase Smith also survives it, of course. I think everybody will survive this turn. Finally, these guys seem to have managed to get through this turn cleanly without going into the wall or something. And I mean, like, Demi Meyer, she went into the wall right here. previously. Oh, that's how Jackson almost crashed. And oh, Sonic Course. Oh man, she did a Denise Steinhauer over here. So eventually, still not everybody is able to survive this turn without problems. But a clean catch for Sonic Course. She still makes it alright without too much damage. And she doesn't lose a position as well. So Jane Pinter, I think he has already... Eventually, everybody has finished, right? There we go. Some cars are still on pit road. They just knocked it off. Just saying, whatever. And here you can see, well, it says Debbie Myers retired, but I think you can expect the top 26 to have finished. Bastogne is out. First car, or the last car to retire. Here you see, oh, just Vanessa had an oil pump problem. Well, it was just a crash. So, Bastogne out. Denise Steinhauer, Ryan Smith with an accident also, which I think we have... I'm not sure if we have called it. Yeah, come on with your storm. Yeah, it's storming again. Derek Bonassi, we all saw what happened. Isis Sinclair, Tina Anderson the third, Zachary Robinson, E.J. Robinson, both Robinson already early out. Nick Pericles, Shoko Akane, Anna Gregg, Sean Howell, Keith Black, and Joseph Nesta. So we saw some of these crash, some if these maybe, I'm not sure. Well, not everybody. Warren Cherry, Chris Washer, Joshua Michaels, Alex Smith all had problems and were a lap down. Excuse me. Well, Alex Smith and Joshua Michaels, they did not finish, so but they still are scored 1 lap down. So that's the race. Official standings. Winner Debbie Myers. First career win for the little Debbie Myers. She's not little, she's just as tall as me almost. And then Annie Thomas, what a tough race for 23 seconds behind Debbie Myers. Well, if she wouldn't have to make that last pit stop, she would have won the race. So she will probably hit herself for her head. Not too hard, I hope. Ian Dada, solid job once again, finishing in third position. He started from the pole next to Debbie Myers, actually, I think. Or next to Denise. No, next to Debbie Myers, I think. So Emily Michaels finishing in fourth position. Great job for at least one of the Michaels family drivers. Daniel Voiles, fifth position. Great job. I do notice we see a lot of WRA people up front. We see Ian Dutta in third. Daniel Voiles, fifth. Luis Hernandez is sixth. And, well, Chris Washer is far behind. He finished 25th. So Molly Black in seventh. Great job by her. Chase Smith in eighth. Andrew Robinson in ninth and Chris Reichenbach in 10th. So, ladies and gentlemen, you can see the differences. They are almost 2 minutes behind. Daniel Voiles finished in 5th. Emily Michaels finished in 4th, 1 minute behind Debbie Myers. That's amazing. So, still there are some cars over here. Yeah, now John C. and Dino ran out of fuel. All these guys ran out of fuel. That's just simply because they didn't have enough fuel for one more lap of 14 miles. Which I can kind of imagine, so it doesn't matter too much. Ladies and gentlemen, your official standings, I will show them one more time completely. So Debbie Myers is the person who gets a reserve spot in the Phillips Cup Series, which she already had, so it doesn't matter too much. But I think she will be very happy with her first career win. I'm going to congratulate her in a few moments. Ladies and gentlemen, for you, I want to thank you for watching. Next up in the Christmas specials will be on Sunday, the most crazy race ever. We will see cars flipping over 20 times. We will see cars just run into. What are you going to see? You are going to see cars with 200 miles per hour on a figure 8 racetrack. Figure 8, 200 miles. Talladega style figure 8. Imagine Talladega being a figure 8 racetrack. That's how crazy it's going to be. So that's going to be extremely great. 2 segments of 8 laps, both with 20 cars. And then 1 segment, eventually, final segment with the top 10 of every segment. Doesn't matter, I changed the thing of you have to finish. Doesn't matter if you crash and you still manage to finish in 8th or something. Then you're still in. So the top 10 will manage to get to the next round. Both top 10 in both the segments. Top 10 in both. Or top 10 in both segments, and eventually we'll have 15 laps shootout with 20 cars. So that's going to be really exciting. Then Black Hills Backyard will be the final race. Will be on Monday. I still have Monday off, so that's good. I still have to do some schoolwork, but it doesn't matter. I will fix it. Thank you for watching this very long video. At least it was a very exciting race. Congratulations, Debbie Meyer, the first Dutch person to win in the Christmas Royal or the Christmas Specials 2013-2014. And I will see you next time then. Ladies and gentlemen, with Dascar Christmas Specials 2013-2014 RTL 7.